Whoa there. Hello everybody. Welcome to this nail sesh. This little nail session where we are going to be doing nails. We yapping today? Actually, welcome to Cher's nail studio. We are rolling up the sleeves to get pretty. Today I'm doing gel X nails. Very exciting stuff. Very excited. I'm gonna dig through all of my stuff, get all my stuff out. I have a notebook full of yapping topics or things I want to talk about today. And this session might be broken up into multiple parts because I am filming at around 4:30, which means I have approximately 45 minutes of daylight left where I live, so I kind of have to hurry up a little bit. Step 1 of the nail process, which is pushing back my cuticles and preparing my nail beds for the torture they're about to endure. Drink of the video is Blood Orange Bubbler. Not sponsored, but Bubbler, if you're looking for an ambassador, I'm already addicted. So you kinda already got me on your side, Bubbler. That's all I'm saying. Bro, I'm obsessed with orange right now. So, let us begin, girlies. Let us begin. Your cuticle is like the little skin area at the bottom of your nail. And to adhere a false nail to your finger, you need to push them back because your cuticle makes them like pop up easier. Of course, it's at the very bottom. Where else would it be? Silly of me to think they would be anywhere else. I kind of have to make sure I'm holding my hand in front of the camera, because usually I hold it pretty far away. But right now, I have to hold it kind of farther back than I'm used to. I also use this little tool right here to get rid of any hangnails that I have, because I tend to have dry skin. Hence, I have hangnails sometimes. Just comes of the territory of having dry skin. So, ruh-roh, Raggy. I guess while I'm doing nail prep, I can dive into like the first topic. Oh, topic number 1, guys. Topic number 1. I have been working on a life drawing sketchbook for almost like a year and a half, maybe. I don't know. I started it in November 2023. And I don't know if it's just me. 2023 feels like a long time ago. It feels so far away. And when I look back to the beginning of that sketchbook, I'm like, dang, that feels like it happened so long ago. It's honestly taken me so long to finish this life drawing sketchbook. And for the longest time, I couldn't really figure out why. Still love drawing. I draw a lot. I draw in other sketchbooks. I try to keep a habit of drawing as often as I am able. But this life drawing sketchbook got put on like the way back burner. I don't really explain why, but I watched a video and it was by the artist Peach's Palette, and she brought up a point of comparison is how did she word it? Let me pull it up. Comparison is the thief of joy. And when she said that, it really resonated with me, mainly because I think that is exactly why that sketchbook in particular is taking so long to finish. It's because I was stuck and am still kind of stuck in comparison. Comparison is odd because it's neither, people wouldn't say it's either positive or negative, but I think comparison in my life has proven to be more negative than positive, and it's affected me negatively. And seeing sketchbook tours on the internet or by artists you like or follow or admire, like when you see their sketchbooks, you kind of automatically view them as like better in your mind. Like, people look at my sketchbook and they'll tell me, oh wow, your sketchbook looks so cool. But to me, no it doesn't. I just see everything I don't like in my own sketchbook. But I look at everybody else's sketchbooks and I'm like, wow, their sketchbooks are fantastic and amazing. And I'm not as analytical to other people's sketchbooks as I am to my own. In fact, I am hardly at all analytical of other people's sketchbooks. Like, usually I'm like a big cheerleader and I'm like, wow, that looks great, that looks fantastic, that looks really, really good, that's so cool. So when I look at my own sketchbook, I just don't feel any of those feelings. When looking at my own sketchbook, I tend to feel dissatisfied and frustrated, and I feel like 1 out of maybe 10 sketchbook pages, I actually like the page itself. And I need to stop being so serious. I need to stop being so in my own head. Like, it's become so much more of a mental battle than it honestly needs to be. Like, the idea of picking up a pencil and drawing with the purpose of studying life and life studies has become so much more like intimidating to me, and such like a mental battle that it's not fantastic out here, guys. It's kind of rough, not gonna lie. But I bring this up because I am almost done completing my life drawing sketchbook. Literally, if I buckle down and I truly like put myself to work and I put in the effort for like the next week, I could have this sketchbook done in a week. Like, I hypothetically could finish this sketchbook in a week if I was just motivated to. And I think the fact that I am so close is enough motivation for me to just like power through. But I also feel like I need to like step up for the next couple pages, which is, I don't know why I feel that way. I honestly don't know why. I feel like because maybe I want to show that I've improved in realism since the beginning. And sometimes, to be honest, it's hard to feel like I have. Even though I probably have improved, I feel like my inner voice is telling me that I haven't. So I need to like prove it on the last few pages that I have gotten better, even though I feel like I really haven't. Like, I just need to sit down and be like, girly pop, it is okay. It is not that deep. The world is not ending. But also, I just feel like I'm in a current battle of internally thinking, it's not that deep. But then also thinking, everything is deep. Everything is that deep. So it's kind of, it's interesting. I'm just gonna buff out my nails. Buff them, make them look pretty, make them look girly pop pretty. Probably a year ago, I went to the salon and I got acrylics for the first time in my life, and that's the only time I've ever had acrylics. But when I had acrylics, it like unlocked something in me, and I kind of realized, hey, I kind of like having my nails done, and I like having them long, and I like having them thick, and I like having them strong, and I like having them in pretty pink, pearly, girly pop colors. It kind of makes me happy. I would say ever since then, I've become more of a nail girly per se. Like 2 months ago. I went on Amazon and I just bit the bullet, and I fell down the gel nail like rabbit hole, and I started buying like a bunch of gel nail stuff so I could do like gelix nails. And I've been slowly like teaching myself how to do it. And the gelix nails I had in my last video was the second ever set I had done on myself. And then this is going to be the third set I've ever done. My first set I did cat eye, and it was really fun. I think with cat eye, I learned that you have to apply a ton of polish for the cat eye effect to really pop. But the more gel you kind of add to your nail, the more uneven it kind of is and harder to like manage and shape correctly, just because there's like so much gel. I'm taking a little break from cat eye, but I did kind of get the cat eye bug from like seeing Instagram reels and YouTube shorts of like cat eye gel nails. Right now I'm going in with nail dehydrator. What dehydrator does is it like strips your nail of all its oils so that it like glue and stuff can adhere better to your nail bed. That's what I'm doing, babes. I'm stripping away all my nail oil. Get away, be gone. But like with doing nails, I find that I think internally I'm just learning to embrace my femininity. But I would say like when I was like in middle school, I was like, nah, freak it bro, I like pink is awesome. So like I never really felt confident in how I looked, and I never felt like I could find clothes that I felt pretty or confident in. So like, you know, I was kind of a sweatpants hoodie kid, and that was me like for a good chunk of my life. But I feel like now I'm starting to like embrace skirts and dresses and pink and floral and sweaters and things you honestly might see your grandma wearing. That's like kind of the fashion sense I feel gravitated towards now. And I'm gonna like rebuild my wardrobe and like kind of start over in what I wear. Because I was talking, I forgot an entire step, which is I have to size which false nails will fit onto my real nails. Bro, I'm stupid. Bro, she's an idiot. She's an idiot, mate. It's okay. I'll just size them on this hand. There we go. I picked out all my sizes, so now I am no longer tweaking. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start like rebuilding my wardrobe, and I'm thinking about like documenting like the process and like making a video about like finding a fashion sense, because I feel like in my 18 years of existence, I haven't really done that until like the past like 6 months. Like trying to actually like wear and style and find clothes that I like and feel pretty in. Whoa, the light looks so crazy, bro. It like literally, that's so weird. I'm cooking my nails, guys. They're cooking in the oven. Yeah, I just feel like I'm embracing girlhood and pink and frills and dresses and finding joy in that, because it's something I shouldn't feel uncomfortable with. It's something I should find joy in. And I know some people don't like that. I know some girls are not into that. and that's also totally okay. Some girls totally are the opposite taste in that, and that's totally fine too. We all are unique and have our own sense of style, and I think that's cool. If we all were the same, you know, where's the fun in that? Guess what I've been up to, guys? I have been rewatching Star Wars The Clone Wars. Is anybody surprised? I don't think so, but it's exciting. I bought Disney Plus for myself to binge Clone Wars, because I don't think I've watched Clone Wars in like a decade. At least some of the earlier episodes I haven't seen in like so long. Wish me luck, gamers, wish me luck. Was that clean? Was that clean? Heck yeah, it was. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yes, brother. Bro. I'm literally insane, guys. I'm literally insane, guys. And now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna like kind of smooth out the end there, because there was a little bit of a point on the end. So look at that, guys. Look at that. That is clean. That is clean, bro. I'll talk about this next. Clone Wars and watching it again is so like healing towards my inner child. Surprisingly, there's a lot of Clone Wars that I remember. Like, I thought that I had forgotten a lot of, like, especially the early season Clone Wars stuff, but to my surprise, I'm actually like remembering a lot more than I thought I would. There are things that I appreciate about it now that I didn't really think about as a kid. And one of the things is that, like, at the beginning of every Clone Wars episode, there's like a little sentence that kind of explains kind of the key takeaway and message from the episode. And some of the life lessons that they be teaching are like solid lessons. Like, one that stuck out to me from an episode I just watched, I think I even wrote it down. It was like, the best confidence builder is experience. And I was like, bro, preach. Preach it, Star Wars The Clone Wars. That's so relevant, especially now as I'm getting older. It really makes me appreciate all the thought and love that went into that show, because looking at it now, it's like beyond what any children's show has nowadays. Like, I feel like the media we create now doesn't have as much emphasis on like, okay, what is this actually teaching people who are watching, and what is the audience going to be taking away as their message from this? And it feels like media nowadays isn't as purposeful in that, or it just doesn't come across that way. Like, it doesn't come across as like meaningful. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like I really appreciate the thought and the messages that they put into the show. And yeah, it's like a top tier show. Please watch it. If you're a Star Wars or sci-fi fan remotely, please watch The Clone Wars. It is so unbelievably good. Okay, all of the extensions on this hand are attached, so I'm just gonna go along the tops of some of them just to smooth them out like I did before, just because a couple of them are kind of kind of a little scratchy on the ends, so I'm just gonna smooth them out a little. And then I'm gonna cook them. I'm gonna do a full cure of all my nails. Whoa. Don't you just love how dramatically that changes my camera lighting? Literally, holy cow. What the sigma, bro? Sorry. The Gen Alpha just slipped out of me. You didn't hear that, viewer. You did not hear that. Sharecat never says sigma, okay? Don't clip this. And my sunlight is pretty much almost gone, if not entirely gone. I'm going to call it here, and then I'll continue adding the paint in the next clip, in my next session, when I have more natural sunlight. How does that sound, guys? Does that sound good? Sound like a plan, Stan? We're almost done curing. Hurry! Faster! POV me every time I'm using my nails. Go faster! Yay! Now we have extensions on all the girlies. So, next part shall be me doing the actual color. We shall see what I decide to commit to. Welcome to Nails Part 2, baby. Part 2. And off camera, I did the builder gel nail. And what builder gel does is builder gel basically just makes your nail like thicker and stronger. I don't know if you can kind of like see that, but they're like thicker now and they're stronger. So the next part is just like painting them and making them look pretty. Ooh. I'm so excited. Finally do the colors now. And also, I noticed in the first part of the video, I did not talk about a lot of what I set out to talk about. So, I will make sure I properly do that. Oh, one of the things I was going to talk about is Legend ZA, which is the new Pokemon game that just got announced. But before I kind of get into that, I'm going to explain what I'm going to be doing with my nails. So first step is I'm going to apply nail primer, and I'm just going to do a base coat of that on my nails, and then I'm not going to cure the primer. I'm going to go ahead and put on base coat, and then after I put on that primer and base coat, I'm going to cure it under my light for around a minute, and then I'm going to actually apply the color. Yay! I'm so ready! Drink of the video. Another blood orange bubbler, and I'm going to use this hair clip to try and open up my can because I don't want to ruin my nails. This is scary. Oh, got it, guys. Got it. I know you were worried. So I'm literally too good not to open up my own can. So, Legend ZA. A couple of videos ago, I talked about how, oh my gosh, I was so excited for Legend ZA and I can't wait to play it, and I'm so excited and it's gonna be so cool. You're probably wondering what my thoughts are, because now the ZA trailer has been announced and released. I wouldn't say I'm no longer excited, it's just that my expectations, I think, were just a little bit too high. Just like realistically. Like, I think I just set my expectations a little bit too high. So seeing the game, it kind of disappointed me a little bit. It looked very visually similar to Scarlet and Violet. Like, if you told me that was like a new city area being added to Scarlet and Violet, I would believe you. And it just looked like it had the look of Scarlet and Violet with kind of similar mechanics and gameplay as Legends Arceus. So it kind of just felt like a blend of like the two most recent Pokemon Switch games. Oh, also people thought that
Legends ZA would take place in the past, kind of like how Legends Arceus took place in the past, is kind of like a prequel. And so they thought Legends ZA would be like a prequel to X and Y as well. I kind of thought that ZA would take place in like the future, like advanced society, and it doesn't really appear that either of those hypotheticals are the case. I think the game is kind of set in a more modern current time, which it's okay. It just was not what I expected or thought or theorized. And then of course there's the conversation of what did I think of the starters in the game, which I'm gonna be honest, I have no nostalgia for Tepig or Chikorita or Totodile, so all of the starters are not necessarily bangers for me. I know that there's a lot of people who do love all those Pokemon, so maybe I'm just not the target audience, but I don't know, none of the starters excited me or made me go yes, yes, yes when I saw them. Like, I've only really started playing Pokemon games since I got a Switch, so most of the games I've played have been Switch games. So I'm of course not gonna have nostalgia for Pokemon from older games that I've never played. That one guy, I forget his name, it eludes me at the second, but he, I think, was in the original X and Y games, and then they brought him back in ZA, and to me he has such like a Studio Ghibli character vibe, kind of like Kamaji from like Spirited Away, or like...
While I was recording, I didn't think of it, but I'm here to say that AZ reminds me of Fujimoto, Ponyo's dad from the movie Ponyo. I just wanted to point that out in case you weren't aware.
Like kind of just like old man Ghibli vibes, and like crazy posture proportioning that I think you see in kind of older people in Ghibli. And I really hope that character isn't the villain of the game. Like, I don't know, he could be the villain of the game, he honestly kind of looks like he will be, but he looks like he could just be a chill guy. And I am on team chill guy. I just want him to be a chill guy. And if he just so happens to be a villain, maybe he'll be a villain chill guy, you know? I'll probably like him no matter what, if I'm being honest. I think I'll like him no matter what. Yay! Now I can do colors. It's color time. It's color time. Woo! As I'm recording this, it's March 9th. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but March 8th or 9th is Miku Day. And in my last video, I talked about how I love Miku. And the color I'm picking is kind of this like purpley, bluey, shimmery color. And I'm picking it because it reminds me of Miku, but also it's not quite summer yet, and I kind of want to, ooh, and I kind of want to save some more of like G-Pinky colors for summer, and then use, dude, this is so pretty. The lighting is not doing it justice, but it looks so cool and shimmery. Bro, I'm so excited. This is so pretty. Wow. Wow, sheesh. Sheesh. About to be the prettiest girl in the party with these nails, that's all I'm saying. Bro, this is so pretty. Oh, bro. I'm gonna cure that real quick. That's so pretty. I'm so excited to see how this will like look when I like try and do, because I'm gonna paint them all like flat at first, and then on my second coat I'm gonna like make it like wibbly so it has some like texture and like pattern to it. On my last video I commented, like I said in the video, like, oh, if you are a fan of Vocaloid and Hatsune Miku, give me some like song recommendations and stuff, and like your favorite Vocaloids and whatnot. And somebody commented like the Michi M Hatsune Miku albums, and bro, those are actually really good. I've been listening to them, and like I had a few of the Michi M Miku songs in my Miku playlist that I made, but I hadn't listened to them to its like to those albums to their entirety for some reason. I've kind of just been going down that rabbit hole and listening to those Hatsune Miku songs. I love Miku. I think she's fun. I think the idea of her being a catalyst for people's creativity and music, and just, you know, I like Miku. I think she's really cool. Bro, the topic of AI, it's so messy, and I honestly could talk about it for a really long time, but I don't want to get into that can of worms, as it is a hot topic, and also it's one where majority of what I have to say about it is just negative. And if I were to talk about it or like make a video about AI, it would just be like super sad, and I would just, you know, it wouldn't uplift anybody for me to talk about the negatives of AI. Like, talking about all the negatives will just further the negative feelings and thoughts I have towards it. So like, I don't want to be spreading that negativity, but I would be spreading the truth about the realities of AI and how it's being used in such twisted ways that it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. This is looking so cool. This is so like mermaid, shimmery, pretty. Oh, dude, this is the first coat, but look at that. That's so cool. That's so pretty. I feel the Miku coursing through me. I'm gonna use this for my thumb, because my thumb is gonna be like my practice dummy nail. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. That is great. I guess I also have some life updates. Life updates with Sherikat. Holy cow, bro. Some of you might know, I am currently a senior in high school. And ever since I was a little girl, I've had the dream of working in animation and art. And that has been my dream, kind of on and off throughout my life. But when I was in kindergarten, I wrote on like our end of the year, like, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a ... For mine, I drew a picture of me next to a TV, and on the TV was Hello Kitty, and I wrote, I want to be a movie maker, because as a 6-year-old, I didn't know the word animator, but I knew immediately that that was something I just had kind of an undescribable connection and draw to. And my whole childhood, I drew in sketchbooks and notebooks and on loose pieces of paper, and anything I could really get my hands on, I was drawing a lot as a kid. I continued that trend into middle school, and that's when I think I got the bug to actually get good at art and be an artist. And I bought an iPad and I started doing digital art on iWis Paint, and I was like, I want to get good at this. My freshman year of high school, I kind of started taking things, or my art in general, I just started taking it a lot more serious in my mind. And that's when I think I committed to going down a path of pursuing animation, because there are several artists on YouTube that I follow who are artists for a living, and some of them work in animation, and some of them went to animation school and whatnot. I just would watch their YouTube videos. I would follow their advice. Everything they said helped them get into their animation school, what helped them get into the field, their advice and their thoughts on certain topics, how they addressed certain things in art. At times it kind of took over my life and took priority over things like school or whatever else in life. And it kind of just became like a hyperfixation, listening to these professional artists online and taking their advice. I've been working on like my drawing skills, my life drawing, my realism, my ability to be versatile, and my ability to have a growing, fierce, resilient mindset. I've continued working on eventually making art my career, and I don't see an alternate version or alternate universe version of myself where I don't pursue art. I don't think there's a version of me that doesn't pursue art and gives up on it. I don't think there's a version of myself where that happens. Art schools are very expensive and they're kind of all-consuming, and schools like CalArts, you kind of have to be god tier in art to be accepted out the gate, I feel like. Like, I've seen so many sketchbook tours on YouTube where they're like rejected CalArts sketchbooks, but they're some of the most gorgeous sketchbooks I've seen in my whole life. So even though, like, as a kid, I saw like all these artists talking about these big famous art schools, like Ringling, I kind of knew, well, that's how a lot of artists online present as their gateway to the art world. But that can't be the only way. So like I kind of started researching like other art schools, or like schools in general, or avenues where it'd be more cost friendly to me, or more closer to me, or just a better environment for me. I found a school that is not an art school, but it has an art and animation program that I knew who all the professors were before I knew that they were professors at that school who taught the animation program. Like, the professors and the artists in the animation department, I knew their names, I knew their works. I had been following them on Instagram for like 4 years. So like, when I kind of saw who the professors were, it was kind of a no-brainer to me that I'm like, yeah, I need to check out this school. This past November, I visited that school, got to meet the department head. I toured it. It was great. I had the feeling, like sometimes like people talk about like, oh, they visited a school and they just got the feeling that it was right. Well, that's kind of what I would say happened to me. Because I was just like, yeah, this feels right. Like, I saw the animation department, I saw the labs and the drawing tablets, and I got to witness a character animation class, and I was kind of like, yeah, this this feels like the right next step for me. I got my portfolio pulled together. I had been working on it for a while. And then like late December, I filled out my application, attached my portfolio for 2D animation, and just yesterday, March 8th, I got an email, and it was the head of the department, and it said, "Congratulations! You were one of the few selected in our prestigious program." And the animation program at this school is really small, so I was super nervous. There are so many talented artists out there, and I feel like, frankly, like, I'm not saying this to degrade myself, but I am not that special. Like, I am not much different from any other iPad kid of my generation who has been doing digital art since middle school and have been taking advice from artists online their whole lives. Like, I am not special in that. There are many other artists who have the same exact story as me. I wasn't sure if I would get in, but I did. Guys, I got into the animation program of my dreams. I did it. Hey guys, I did it. I made it. And I honestly didn't talk about it at all to many people or to my channel because I just wasn't sure if I would be accepted. But I'm so happy that I am. And like I said, ever since I was a kindergartner and I wrote I want to be a movie maker, I've had this dream throughout my life. And it's so crazy, and in a way it feels like this is what my YouTube channel has kind of been leading up to, is this big moment of, will I get accepted to animation school, or to an animation program in my case. And I'm like shaking talking about this. It feels like that's kind of been the moment my channel has been leading up to. But this isn't the end of my story. Getting accepted to the art school isn't going to be the end of my story. I'm gonna be growing and learning and being an artist for the rest of my life. Basically, big changes are coming, but don't expect my journey to stop, is essentially what I mean. Is that I have so much more to give during and after I'm an animation student. My life will be continuing, and as I get opportunity, I will continue to share that, because it's so crazy. There are some people who, like, I remember, like, followed me or like have been around my channel since I had like 30 subscribers. And some of those people are still here and still watch my stuff and like my Instagram art and are still keep up with me like 4 years later, from like when I was a little 14-year-old kid making Pokemon animatics to now where I'm 18 and I'm going off to animation school to pursue art as my livelihood and navigating that. It's just so... it's exciting, but it's a mix of almost every emotion. It really is. But yeah, this hand is almost done cooking, guys. It's almost done cooking. Hurry up. Me when I do nails. Hurry! Go faster! Why does it take half an hour to paint one hand? I need to watch Clone Wars or something, bro. We good? We chillin'? We blanchin'? Are we blanchin'? We living in a mansion? I might need a tad bit more top coat, babes. You didn't see that. That didn't happen. I'm totally fine. I'm totally cool. Hey guys, after this, what should we do? Just cook this. Let us cook, shall we? Shall we? You know what show I haven't watched, but I want to? Is Invincible. Cause I want to watch Invincible just because I hear Invincible is really good. I've seen like clips on like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels about like the characters, and like frankly some of the plot twists have been spoiled for me. But I think it's cool to see like a successful comic character, from my knowledge, who is outside of both Marvel and DC. I think Invincible is something entirely like separate, and that's super cool. I think the comic characters, superhero shows and movies has stayed inside the realm of DC and Marvel for a long time. So to see something outside of that is refreshing and hopeful, and you know, good to expand a genre that's kind of grown static within the past, you know, decade or two. So yeah! And also, I know a lot of the crew who worked on Voltron Legendary Defender, like a lot of the same artists and stuff, have gone on to then work on Invincible as like animators and stuff. You know, superheroes are cool, guys. The fantasy genre, the sci-fi genre, it's pretty sick. It's pretty cool. It gets 5 big booms. If you think I'm gonna do that and also say Sigma in the same video, you are crazy, my guy. That would make this video the most insane on my channel. And it's literally just me sitting and doing my nails. This hand is done! This hand is done! Yes, that is one of 2 hands done. I will do this hand off camera. But you guys got to see the whole process. They're so like mermaid Miku coated. Yay! Oh, they're so cool. They're so pretty. They're so pretty.
Hello! I realize I did not film a proper outro or a proper good look at my nails. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to accidentally do that. That kind of just happened. But anyways, here is a picture of what my final nails look like. I would record it, but it's been a few days, and unfortunately some of my nails have come off. But here's a picture of when they were still pretty. Thank you so much for watching this really long video. My next video should hopefully be my live drawing sketchbook tour, because as I mentioned, I'm really close to finishing it. So yeah, see you all in my next video whenever that is. Bye later!